Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. Well, the House Select January 6th Committee wraps up its probe of the deadly 2021 U.S. Capitol insurrection. The panel this afternoon voted to refer 4 criminal charges against former President Donald Trump to the Justice Department. They are obstruction of an official proceeding of Congress, conspiracy to defraud the United States, knowingly and willfully making material false statements to the federal government, and insurrection.
Evidence we've gathered points to further action beyond the power of this committee or the Congress to help ensure accountability under law. Accountability that can only be found in the criminal justice system.
Among the most shameful of this committee's findings was that President Trump sat in the dining room off the Oval Office watching the violent riot at the Capitol on television. No man who would behave that way at that moment in time can ever serve in any position of authority in our nation again. He is unfit for any office.
Chairman Thompson says that most non-sensitive evidence in the investigation, including transcripts of depositions, will be made public by the end of the year. A group of attorneys is seeking to speak with Catholic sex abuse survivors in Maryland. The move comes as lawmakers in Annapolis are expected to consider a bill lifting the statute of limitations on lawsuits for childhood sex abuse cases. Currently, victims have until their 38th birthday to sue their abusers and their abuser's employer. Meantime, the group of attorneys and survivors are in a legal fight to make public an Attorney General's report investigating 8 decades of abuse and torture committed by 158 priests and others associated with the Archdiocese of Baltimore. Archbishop William Lori recently released this statement.
The Archdiocese does not and will not oppose the report's release. We stated that last week when we also pledged to support the rights of some people who are mentioned in the report but not accused of abuse and who were not given the ability to respond to the Attorney General during the investigation. Now they deserve to be heard by the court, and we will pay their legal fees to ensure that they are heard.
The AG's office says that there were more than 600 victims of abuse at churches and schools. And the Maryland Attorney General's office has released the body-worn camera footage of a fatal police-involved shooting. The encounter happened on November 29th in Frederick, Maryland. The man who died has been identified as 23-year-old Aaron Mensah of Frederick. Investigators say Mensah was attacking his parents with a knife and when police arrived, refused a command to drop the weapon. He then approached officers when he was shot. Mensah's parents were taken to a hospital. The father was pronounced dead. The investigation is continuing. Well, here are the latest COVID-19 numbers for our area. Of the 1,371 new cases statewide, 238 are in Prince George's. The county's positivity rate is showing some signs of easing. It now stands at 13.25%. 2 Marylanders have died of COVID over the past 24 hours. 623 are hospitalized. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. We'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for staying with us. Well, a pedestrian is dead following a hit-and-run incident in Riverdale Park over the weekend. Officers were called to the 5500 block of Kenilworth Avenue early Saturday morning. When they arrived, they found an adult male in the road. He died later at a hospital. Prince George's police say the vehicle that struck the victim left the scene. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to contact police at 1-866-411-TIPS. As we've reported in recent months, many Latinos are upset about the lack of representation in Prince George's County government. But the legislative branch seems to be taking a different approach. The council tells CTV News that there are currently 18 Hispanic members on staff, many of whom are bilingual. District 2 Council member Wanika Fisher says representation is the key to successfully governing.
You know, I think the fact that you have Julio Murillo in Eric Olson's office, you have Renia Sandino in my office, and Vicky Sandino in my office, you have Ashanti Martinez in Chris Loriata's office, right? That really shows you like a pipeline that's being built. Because a lot of people that end up in elected office, whether that's council or state reps and senators, you know, worked for politicians or worked in the field. So I think that's going to be an amazing pipeline of leadership.
And according to the council, just under 9% of its staff identify as Latino, much higher than the county government as a whole. The group Latino Democrats of Prince George's County says the overall number hovers around 1%, even though more than 20% of the population is Hispanic. Hyattsville is hosting the third and final public hearing on the city's redistricting map. The meeting is set for 6 p.m. tonight. Officials say, according to the city charter, no ward can be more than 10% larger than the smallest. Due to this stipulation, the Redistricting Commission shifted the boundary of all 5 wards.
The council formed a redistricting commission made up of volunteers to review the available data and collect public feedback. The commission was the one who developed the maps, though council selected the final map option. So the commission was out throughout the summer at public events. We had an online tool for people to give feedback through the online forum. We also collected emails and heard feedback from council members from their constituents.
If the map is approved, the new boundaries will become official on February 7th of next year. Well, the first night of Hanukkah, known as the Festival of Lights, kicked off last night with the lighting of the national menorah at the White House ellipse. At the ceremony, U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland, who is Jewish, spoke about how members of his family perished in the Holocaust.
Before World War I, America gave my family a refuge from persecution that allowed them to survive the Holocaust when World War II arrived. My grandmother was one of 5 children born in what is now Belarus. 3 made it to the United States, including my grandmother. 2 did not make it. Those 2 were killed in the Holocaust.
Is not a time to only celebrate a miracle which happened in the Holy Temple in Jerusalem some 2,000 years ago. It is a time to recognize all the miracles that God performs for us every single day, even in our time.
Now, Hanukkah this year comes amid a surge of anti-Semitic incidents. An audit released by the Anti-Defamation League found that more than 2,000 anti-Semitic incidents reported in 2021, a 34% increase from 2020. Officials say it is driven in part by a rise in hate speech and disinformation about Jews on Twitter and other social media. The deadline to have holiday gifts shipped to your loved ones is fast approaching. CTV's Katira Jones has more.
The countdown to Christmas is on. We are officially 6 days until the merriest day of the year. But if you want those holiday gifts to get to loved ones by Christmas, you better move quick. The U.S. Postal Service says today is the deadline to ship packages by priority mail if you want the items to arrive by December 25th. Customers should also keep in mind that the final shipping cutoff date is December 23rd using Priority Mail Express. Don't forget that post offices will be closed on Sunday, December 25th and remain closed on Monday, December 26th. Katira Jones, CTV News.
And we will be back with more news in just a moment. Stay tuned.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Well, as many indulge in hearty holiday meals in the coming days, today's What's for Dinner segment is focusing on ways to keep the pounds off heading into the new year. Here's Taylor Thomas.
It's our exercise segment for What's for Dinner. Joining us now, we have Ashley Carter, certified personal trainer and the owner of Think, Eat, Be Well. So what are we going to be doing today?
Yes, so I'm going to show you an 8-minute workout, or just the exercises to do during the 8-minute workout.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab my weights here.
Great.
And so you have 4 moves that you're going to go through.
Great.
So the first one is a squat. And I'm going to give you these weights next.
Okay.
So you have your squat, and then we're going to do an overhead press.
Okay.
So having your arms here, 90 degrees, pressing up.
Okay.
And then your next move, we're going to do an upright row.
Okay.
So standing nice and tall, leading with the elbows,
Okay.
pulling up. And then I'm going to drop the weights, and the last move is just a boxer shuffle.
Okay, a boxer shuffle. I
Okay,
think I got
yes.
that. Okay.
And
And
so
that's it.
Yep, that's what you would do, 45 seconds each,
Okay.
2 rounds.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for about 8 years now. I'm a health coach and personal trainer, like you said.
You're a mommy, right? You have a 3-month-old.
Yes, I do.
So did you work out during the pregnancy?
I did, and it was helpful for my morning sickness and my energy, so yes.
And energy, that's so important in the morning. This is a great workout to
Yes.
get us going. I see a gallon jug of water.
Yes.
Is that a part of the things that you need for the getting your day going and keeping you healthy during the week?
Definitely, because water is such a hard thing for many folks to get in.
Yeah.
So I would love for folks to have a goal to aim for a gallon of water a day. But I understand that that's a lot. So wherever you can make progress, getting a little bit more water in each time, then that's fine. It doesn't have to be a gallon.
And so are you a vegetarian, or do you do a combination of the protein and the vegetables?
I do a combination. Yep. Some days I might just have a meatless meal, which I just love my vegetables, so I'm fine with eating vegetables. And then other times, yeah, I have my chicken, I like fish. So yeah.
Now, it's really important. We're starting 2023, getting everyone ready, because you say don't put it off for tomorrow, put it off, do it today,
Yes.
don't put it off. So how can people reach out to you to get more information and instructions on food activities?
Definitely. So they can reach me at my website, so thinkeatbewell.com, and that's where you can pretty much find everything.
All right, we're going to start off 2023 right early,
Yes.
right? Early. Until next week, we'll see you on What's for Dinner.
And once again, you can get the full workout regimen from Ashley Carter at thinkeatbewell.com. And now we're going to move on to check your weather forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy and cold, lows near 25. Tuesday, sunny skies, highs around 42. Wednesday, mostly sunny and a bit warmer. High temperatures will be near 46 degrees. Thursday, rain likely, highs in the low 50s. And that is your CTV News. For now, I'm Patricia Vallone. Have a great night.